Bright QT. Every student matters.
Now, health is very important. Right? Because the efficiency of the workers, efficiency of the people, okay, how good they can work, what they can produce as a result, that depends on their health. If they are not healthy, they cannot be efficient. Okay, if they are sick, that means their efficiency goes down. Their efficiency becomes low. But if they are healthy, then their efficiency goes up. It goes high. Okay, and with the increase in efficiency, they become more productivity. Their output increases. Output as in the results. Okay, whatever they do, there is a result, right? You work, you try to beat the steel so that you make utensil out of it. So the end result is the utensil, right? So if the workers are in the factory and they are not healthy, they cannot produce many steel utensils as they are supposed to. But if they are healthy, they are in sound health, then they can produce utensils according to their capability or maybe more. Okay, so the output also increases with better health. Now, the health of the people or the population, it affects the national output, right? If the people in a country, if they're healthy, that means they're efficient. If they're efficient, their productivity increase and the output is increased. Okay, but if the health of the population of a country is not so good, that means the efficiency is low, productivity is low, and the national output is also automatically low. Okay. So good health, if good health is provided to the workers, to the people, that improves the quality of their life, right? That makes them become healthy, they can work better, the results also become better. So improved life, improved healthy life or healthy life means economic growth. Healthy life of the workers goes on to contribute towards the economic growth of a country. Okay, let us see how. How does this happen? So with good health, okay, good health increases the efficiency of the workers. They become more efficient, more productive. And this reduces production loss caused by the workers' illness. So when workers are ill or sick, then their production is reduced. But if they're healthy, then they can cover the loss that they had when they were unhealthy. Okay? And good health permits the use of natural and other resources. So if you are in good health, you can use the resources available properly for the better production. Okay? It increases the enrollment of children in school. If the children or the people are in good health, they can all enroll themselves in school. They can attend school at various levels. Okay? It spares or frees resources that otherwise would have to be spent on treating illness. If the population of a country was sick and ill the most of the time, then the country would have to spend a lot of money and major part of its resource on making sure that their illness was prevented or cured. But if they're healthy, then they can go to work and do their work properly. So the government, which otherwise had to spend money on making sure that they were healthy and their health issues were taken care, that money, that expenditure need not be made. That is then spared. Okay. Now, there are two necessary things for good health. One is balanced and nutritious diet, and the other is healthcare facilities. The people need to have adequate amount of food, not just adequate. They need to have nutritious food. Okay. And second is they need to have healthcare facilities. There needs to be proper hospitals, proper healthcare centers, proper doctors, proper healthcare services, proper equipments required for the checkup. Okay, but this also means that the healthcare facilities need to be accessible to all the people, not just a small group of people, not just one family, not just one community, but to everybody. Okay? So just like the indicators of education in India, now we'll look at the health indicators in India to see how India has improved in terms of providing good health facilities to its people, which has led to economic development. Alright? So the first is life expectancy. So over the years, the life expectancy of the people, it means how long can people live a healthy life, okay, before he or she dies. So that has also improved. In 1951, people could live for 37.2 years only. But by 2011, that increased to 66.8 years, okay. The second indicator is infant mortality rate. What is infant mortality rate? It's the average number of deaths of the children or infants per 1,000 children born within the age of 1 year. Okay. So this infant mortality rate has also come down. In 1970, 127 children died in every 1,000 children born. But by 2011, only 47.6666 children died with every 1,000 born who were within the age of 1 year. Okay. The third is control over diseases. During the planning period, the 5-year planning period, the incidence of communicable and non-communicable diseases was reduced. So the communicable and non-communicable diseases, they were prevented, they were controlled, okay? And these diseases were malaria, smallpox, plague, etc. Okay? Now with the control of these diseases, what happens? The death rate of people declined, okay? Had these diseases not been prevented and controlled, then the death rate of people would gone up, increased. But because these were controlled by the measures taken by the government, the rate declined. Okay. So in 1951, 30 per 1,000 people died due to these diseases. But in 2011, only 6.4 per 1,000 people died. Okay. So you can see there is a large drop in the rate of death. Okay. Now, despite all these indicators of health, we still are far behind. Okay. Health conditions are far from satisfactory because 1/4 of the total population is still undernourished. They do not have enough food to eat, enough nutritious food to eat. Okay. The sanitation level, the hygiene, it's extremely poor among the people. Alright. Healthcare in the private sectors are restricted to only the rich people, rich and wealthy who can afford. And the poor people have to go to the government hospitals. They have to depend on the government hospitals, which are sometimes difficult to access because they're far away, in faraway places. And people cannot easily access or afford to travel to those government hospitals, even if the government hospitals are free. Alright. So here the role of the government becomes very important, okay, in making sure that proper healthcare facilities are provided to the people so that they can be very important or healthy human resource, okay. And the public expenditure on health is still very low compared to the other countries in India, alright.